Good afternoon to those listening. 4:51 p.m. May 5th, 2025. And something's going on. There's a cell phone outage. I don't know how many are affected, and I think it's different phone companies too. I have Boost Mobile. I don't know what my sister has, but it's not that. And every time I call her or my mom down in Florida, it'll ring half a ring, and then it'll go bloop and hang up and say couldn't connect. And I noticed also, like in town, people calling me from here in Davenport, they call and it doesn't ring, but it goes through, and if you see it, you can answer it, but you're not going to hear it. It's weird. So I had to, my son called me and I didn't see it. I didn't hear it ring, so I looked on the phone. Oh, he called a couple minutes ago. Then I called him back, and he said it didn't ring either, but he saw it and he answered it. So there's something going on with the phones. I looked up Down Detector, and it has Verizon, T-Mobile, and there's one other one, AT&T. They were having spotty outages, I guess. It wasn't no big spike, but they had some problems. But I don't know what's going on. Is anybody else? I have not seen anything in the news on my channels or the regular news. Cardinals. Is that Cardinal? He looks red. Hey there. I think those are Cardinals. Cardinals. I love seeing Cardinals because those are good signs of good things, and praise God. I just want to say I got some really good news and confirmation about some things. I'm not going to share what it is yet. I will eventually, but God is working. And when I was worried that there wasn't going to be a way, He has made a way. So I'll just leave it at that. My breathing is a lot, much better today. Still having a little bit of breathing problems, like shortness of breath, and if I breathe really deep, it kind of makes me cough. It's still much worse than my normal asthma, but it's way better than yesterday and the last week, couple weeks really. So I'm on a lot of prednisone, and they gave me an antibiotic, I guess, to help clear up my lungs and stuff. So it's doing a good job. So I woke up this morning, it was the worst, but it was still way better than it was. I had to do a nebulizer, and then coughed a little, but not bad. The other day, I was coughing for an hour and 15 minutes, and I usually never cough from my asthma. Never. Until just recently. So, landlord came, and exterminator came, and we have more live baits. We got like those sticky traps that we had, but they're the big ones, and they got a live station bait house thing. It's a big long thing. So last week I put down some Demetrius earth, and for the last week I haven't seen any mice at all. I hear them up in the walls and maybe the baseboards and the floors, but not in the kitchen. So maybe they're finally going, so that's good. And talk to the landlord, everything's good with that. She's gonna get us a new stove and a new microwave above the stove with cabinets. So everything's working out good. So praise God for that. I'll definitely give you guys more details about everything else, but it's just great news. I was so worried and not knowing what's going on, and then I got the I got confirmation twice today, and I believe it is God's will. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. But yes, everything's going good. Just wanted to tell you guys about this outage, whatever's going on with this phone thing. So try calling somebody and see what happens. And we're at what, almost 5 p.m. Central Time. I don't know when it started. It started probably like a half hour ago. So try calling people and see if you can get through to people. I can only get through to people locally. Anything that's long distance just automatically cannot connect. And I tried, Florida and Nebraska. So it rings like half a ring, and then bloop, and then it disconnects and says couldn't connect. So there's some connection problems going on with these phone systems, and it seems like multiple. I don't know, what phone companies these other people are using, but it's probably not Boost Mobile. So I don't know. So I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know if you guys are also having problems with your phones making calls. The texts are working fine. After all this, I was texting my sister in Florida, and she was getting all the texts, and I was getting all her texts, and she's asking me to call, and then she sees it. She says it'll flash for a second, and then it automatically just disconnects. It's really weird. So let me know in the comments if you guys are having any problems with phone connections, being able to call, especially long distance, because it seems like locally, for me at least, it's working. But for the locals, you don't hear the phone call ringing, but it rings and it keeps going through. But if you don't see it, you're not going to know that somebody called. All right, thanks for watching. God bless.